This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Rams of St. Louis. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's into the clear. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, Tim? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big win early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
On first down, it's Smith. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And we're down to the 41. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And a gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Third and 2.
All right, let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Escapes the defender. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big hitter there. First down gain of 26 yards. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
21G.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
Solo like Zion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Second and 10, Smith again. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Walker now on first and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Easy.
And Walker once more. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot to get upfield, but they gave him nowhere to cut, nowhere to find a place to make it into the secondary, and they forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Smith. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Walker is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown! A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, That theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Jason Myers kicking off for Seattle.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on 17-yard line.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, Tua. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith going to move him around. Now Geno on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 6-yard line.
Now Tua. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the Rams had 8 and 5 to start play, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down in inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 TX.
Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he takes it across for the Rams touchdown. Touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On second down, here's Smith. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
13 next.
Smith on first down. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
43-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 11. 125 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Ready. East right, snow. Turbo 1, high. Watson, Oscar. 8.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Buying time to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To throw on second down is Smith. Looking left side of, he's got a man. That Smith is almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throw out wide to Walker. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Seattle.
Smith here, an audible at the line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Geno. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Smith. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 146 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Just beating the play clock, Smith. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Hey, trio left.
Smith now to throw. And Walker has it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now Smith going to change the play. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That'll be caught by Kupp. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Smith. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And my goodness, another interception. By Javon Holland. And the Rams are going to take possession. possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he's got room. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, let's go Sunday, Sunday.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 15. First down, Seattle.
Smith going to move him around. Now Geno on first down. Going right back to Fant. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Now Smith. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Takes it to about the 37. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Smith. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Go ahead.
On play action, here's Tua. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Oh, this one is no good. Fairbairn hangs it out to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Mills. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Smith's going to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Mills. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Smith. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Smith to throw. This is the tight end Fant, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Smith now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And the Seahawks first down.
Smith here, an audible at the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now it's Smith. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
13 next, 13 next. Sunday here, Sunday.
Gino's going to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Rams 35. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete.
Come with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here comes 2nd down. Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Seahawks,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win.
and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.